Storm Shield weather, certified most accurate.
And through the day today, we've seen a lot of cloudiness, some scattered showers, a little bit of drizzle around the area. And you notice Storm Shield radar, we're still seeing quite a bit of that activity, especially far southeast Oklahoma into western Arkansas and north and west of Tulsa, up around Ponca City into southeastern areas of Kansas. Now, as we move through the evening and especially overnight, we're going to see more of this light precipitation developing and moving over eastern Oklahoma. Now, hopefully you got outside and enjoyed today. We topped out in the upper 50s, right now 57 degrees. You notice winds, though, shifting around to the northwest as that front starting to move on in from the northwest, and we're going to see these temperatures slowly start to cool off through the rest of the evening into the overnight. They're going to get more of a push as we move through the middle parts of the overnight as another surge of colder air starts to work its way on in. Take a look at those temperatures out there right now. We're in the mid to upper 50s, Tulsa to the south, but up to the north where that first boundary is already moving through. Temperatures have dropped to 50 in Coffeyville and Bartlesville, 49 in Ponca City, and that first front will slide on through as we move through the evening hours. Now, as we move through the evening itself, temperatures will start to cool off 53 degrees or so next hour with mostly cloudy skies into the 40s for much of the evening, around 44 at 10 p.m. into the upper 30s as we move through the overnight. And you notice from around 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. we'll see those temperatures drop from the upper 30s back to right around freezing. So most of the overnight here in Tulsa looks like we'll just see light rain, but as we move toward about 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning for rush hour, we're going to see those temperatures getting down there near the freezing mark, and that's when we do expect a little bit of light freezing rain. Now, let's take a look at the precipitation types as we move through the rest of the evening and overnight hours. Mainly rain for all areas this evening, but as we move into the overnight, mainly a cold rain from I-44 and south and east. Now, as you move north and west of there, we'll start off with rain during the early overnight. It'll eventually change over to some light freezing rain and then mixing in with a little bit of sleet as we move through the late overnight hours. And then we'll see sleet to the northwest of that. It'll eventually turn over to snow by late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning itself, as that cold air continues to work its way in, we'll still see a cold rain in east central and southeast Oklahoma. I-44 corridor, though, we're going to see that rain changing over to some light freezing rain and then mixing with some sleet as we move through the morning hours. That sleet to snow moving a little bit closer into areas of Osage and Pawnee counties. Then as we move through the afternoon hours, we'll see that sleet start to transition over to some snow as we move through the mid to the late afternoon hours here in Tulsa. You notice starting off as rain during the early afternoon across east central and southeast Oklahoma, then changing over to freezing rain and sleet, and then all rain across far southeast Oklahoma, and that snow finally pushes on out by tomorrow night. Now, in advance of that, as temperatures stay above freezing during the overnight, we expect anywhere from just a trace to as much as maybe about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rainfall during the overnight. So not tremendous amounts of rain overnight, but we will see some of that light to occasionally moderate rainfall. You notice around 1/4 of an inch, though, picking up over in Fayetteville. Then as we see that sleet and snow develop during the morning into the afternoon hours for tomorrow, here's how much we expect in terms of that sleet and snow accumulation. Generally 1 to 3 inches across northeastern Oklahoma. It's all going to depend on when that transition is. If we see the sleet last a little bit longer, numbers will be a little closer to an inch. If we see it change over a little bit faster, we'll see maybe the potential for 2 to 3 inches of a sleet and snow accumulation here, higher amounts in northwest areas of Arkansas. So as we move into the morning hours, temperatures dropping into the upper 20s and lower 30s, and temperatures continuing to drop throughout the day as we'll see that light freezing rain transition to sleet and to snow. But after we get through tomorrow with that cold day, look at what happens for the rest of the week into the weekend. You want some sunshine and warmer temperatures? I think you're going to like it. 50s for the weekend, 60s by early next week. Stay with us. We have more news after the break.